Number 1. The 1961 Buick Skylark Gran Sport Coupe. This 1961 Buick Skylark Gran Sport Coupe represents one of the more interesting and affordable entry points into early 1960s American classic car ownership. While many vehicles from this era require extensive restoration work before they can be enjoyed on the road, this particular Skylark appears to be a running and driving example that has already benefited from significant cosmetic and structural attention over the years. Finished in blue with a matching blue interior, the car captures the elegant styling that helped make the early Buick Skylark models stand out during the early 1960s. The sleek body lines, chrome accents, and compact proportions give the car a distinctive appearance that remains attractive more than 6 decades after it first left the factory. Unlike many larger American cars of the period, the Skylark offered a slightly more refined and sporty personality while still maintaining the comfort and smooth ride quality buyers expected from Buick. Under the hood is Buick's lightweight 215 cubic inch Fireball V8, a 3.5-liter engine that has become quite notable among automotive enthusiasts. Despite its relatively small displacement by American standards, this V8 was considered advanced for its time and helped reduce overall vehicle weight. According to the seller, the engine runs very well, and the car drives nicely, suggesting that it remains a usable classic rather than a vehicle that spends most of its time sitting in a garage. One aspect that stands out to me is the amount of restoration work reportedly completed by the previous owner. The body was completely redone and repainted, and photos documenting the process are available. While the seller notes that the finish is not perfect, it is still described as being in very good condition. The frame has also been coated for protection and is said to be in solid shape, which is always an important consideration when evaluating a classic vehicle of this age. Inside, the cabin appears to have been preserved quite well. The interior is described as very clean, with only a couple of tears on the front seats. Considering the car is more than 60 years old, that level of preservation is impressive and suggests that previous owners made an effort to care for the vehicle. Additional recent maintenance includes a recharged battery and new battery cables, while all fluid levels have reportedly been checked and topped off. I believe one of the Skylark's biggest advantages is that it appears to be a largely complete and honest classic. The seller mentions only a minor issue with the turn signals, which may simply require a fuse replacement or wiring repair. Compared to the major mechanical or structural problems often found on vintage vehicles, that sounds relatively minor. At an asking price of $10,000 or best offer, this 1961 Buick Skylark Gran Sport Coupe appears to offer solid value for someone looking to own a distinctive early 1960s American classic. With its Fireball V8, restored body, clean interior, and running and driving condition, it seems like a vehicle that could be enjoyed immediately while still offering room for future improvements and personalization. Number 2. The 1964 Pontiac Strato Chief. The 1964 Pontiac Strato Chief is one of those rare Canadian-built muscle car legends that many classic car enthusiasts may never have the opportunity to see in person. What makes this particular example especially interesting is the fact that it combines Pontiac styling with Chevrolet mechanical components, creating a unique blend that has become highly desirable among collectors today. This Canadian market Strato Chief was reportedly sold new in Edmonton, Alberta, before making its way through North Carolina and Kentucky, eventually ending up in Nebraska. Its fascinating history only adds to the appeal of an already uncommon vehicle. Under the hood sits the legendary 409 cubic inch V8 engine, producing an impressive 425 horsepower. Equipped with dual 4-barrel carburetors and paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, this car was built to deliver serious performance. For muscle car fans, the 409 remains one of the most iconic engines of the 1960s, making this Pontiac even more special. Finished in blue with a matching blue interior, the car presents a classic period-correct appearance that perfectly captures the spirit of the era. Additional highlights include a factory radio delete setup and a Pontiac tachometer, features that reinforce its performance-oriented character. The odometer currently shows just over 30,000 miles, and according to the seller, the vehicle runs and drives exceptionally well. Finding another Strato Chief configured like this, especially with the powerful 409 and 4-speed combination, would be extremely difficult. With an asking price of $47,900, this 1964 Pontiac Strato Chief represents a unique piece of Canadian and American automotive history that stands out from the crowd of more commonly seen classic muscle cars. Number 3. The 1969 Ford XL Sports Roof 429 Big Block. This is one of those full-size Ford performance cars that rarely gets the attention it truly deserves. While many collectors focus on Mustangs and Torinos from the same era, the 1969 Ford XL Sports Roof offers a unique combination of comfort, style, and serious big block power. This particular example is finished in a beautiful garnet red exterior paired with a black interior, creating a classic muscle car appearance that still turns heads today. According to the seller, the car has traveled just over 90,000 documented original miles and has been garage kept throughout its life. What makes this Ford especially interesting to me is the fact that it retains its original 429 cubic inch 2-barrel V8 engine backed by AC6 automatic transmission, a combination known for its smooth performance and durability. The seller also mentions that fewer than 2,000 XL sports roof models were equipped with the factory 429 engine, making this a relatively uncommon find. Beyond the powertrain, the car comes loaded with desirable factory options, including air conditioning, a power black vinyl bench seat, power disc brakes, hideaway headlights, and the original AM/FM radio. There's even a vintage Saginaw 8-track player for those who appreciate period-correct accessories. Another highlight is the extensive documentation. A binder full of service records dating back to 1973 accompanies the vehicle, providing valuable history and helping support its originality. The seller states that everything works properly, with the only noted issue being that the factory air conditioning system simply needs a recharge. For anyone looking for a rare full-size Ford with documented history, factory options, and big block V8 power, I think this 1969 Ford XL Sports Roof presents a compelling opportunity. At an asking price of $28,500, it offers a distinctive alternative to many of the more common classic muscle cars on today's market. Number 4. The 1968 Dodge Charger. The 1968 Dodge Charger remains one of the most iconic American muscle cars ever produced, and this particular example offers the kind of driving experience that many enthusiasts are looking for without paying six-figure collector car prices. Located in Rochester Hills, Michigan, this Charger is powered by a strong 440 cubic inch V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission featuring a reverse manual valve body. According to the seller, the car is equipped with power steering and power brakes, making it a more enjoyable and comfortable classic to drive on today's roads. Finished in red with a black interior, the car has an older paint job that is not perfect, but the seller states that it still presents very well and shines nicely at local car shows and cruise nights. One of the biggest selling points mentioned is its reliability. The seller claims the engine runs cool, does not overheat, and can be driven virtually anywhere with confidence, which is something every classic car enthusiast appreciates. Now, it's important to note that this is not an R/T model, nor is it a numbers-matching restoration. However, in my opinion, that's exactly what makes this Charger appealing to many buyers. Instead of being a museum piece that owners are afraid to drive, this is a classic muscle car that can be enjoyed regularly without the pressure of preserving a perfect investment-grade vehicle. With a clean title, no significant reported damage, and an asking price of $64,900, this 1968 Dodge Charger represents an opportunity to own one of the most recognizable muscle cars of the era while still having the freedom to get behind the wheel and enjoy it the way these cars were meant to be driven. Number 5. The 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. This 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe is exactly the kind of classic American car that captures the spirit of the 1960s while remaining approachable for enthusiasts who are just entering the collector car hobby. Finished in a striking red-on-red color combination, this Mustang has the timeless appearance that continues to attract attention nearly 6 decades after it first rolled off the assembly line. Listed in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, for $18,500, this classic coupe has been driven just over 70,500 miles and comes with a clean title, no significant damage, and a history that includes only 2 owners. What makes this Mustang particularly appealing, in my opinion, is its dependable inline 6-cylinder engine paired with an automatic transmission. While many collectors focus on V8-powered examples, the straight 6 offers smooth operation, lower maintenance costs, and better fuel economy, making it an excellent choice for first-time classic car owners. According to the seller, the car starts, runs, and drives well, making it a great candidate for weekend cruises, local car shows, and relaxed summer drives. The interior has been rebuilt and features matching red upholstery that complements the exterior beautifully. Modern upgrades include an enhanced sound system, a CD player, and Bluetooth connectivity for music streaming and hands-free phone calls. These additions provide a convenient blend of classic styling and modern functionality without taking away from the car's vintage character. The seller affectionately calls this Mustang Lucille, and it's easy to see why. The car has reportedly been garage kept, cared for throughout its life, and even attended local car shows with its original owner. The body is described as solid with no major rust issues, which is always an important factor when evaluating a classic vehicle of this age. In my opinion, Lucille represents the type of classic Mustang that many buyers are searching for today, a well-maintained, attractive cruiser that delivers the iconic Mustang experience without the higher ownership costs often associated with more powerful models. Whether you're a young enthusiast looking for your first classic car, a long-time Mustang fan, or simply someone who wants a stylish weekend cruiser, this 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe appears to offer a wonderful opportunity to enjoy a true piece of American automotive history while continuing its story for years to come. Number 6. The 1962 Ford Fairlane. This 1962 Ford Fairlane represents the kind of classic American project car that continues to attract enthusiasts looking for an affordable entry into the vintage car hobby. While it is not being advertised as a fully restored or road-ready vehicle, the Fairlane appears to offer a solid foundation for someone interested in bringing an early 1960s Ford back to life. Finished in white with a matching white interior, this Fairlane carries the clean and straightforward styling that defined many American family cars of the era. The 1962 model year was part of Ford's effort to create a more compact and efficient vehicle compared to the larger full-size cars that dominated the previous decade. As a result, the Fairlane offered a balance of practicality, simplicity, and classic styling that still appeals to collectors today. One of the most appealing aspects of this car is its originality. With just over 83,000 miles showing on the odometer, it appears to have avoided the extensive modifications that many classic cars experience over the years. Although mileage on a vehicle of this age should always be verified independently, the overall presentation suggests that this Fairlane could be a worthwhile candidate for restoration or preservation. According to the seller, the vehicle has been sitting in storage for several years. While that means the car will almost certainly require mechanical inspection and recommissioning before returning to regular road use, long-term storage can sometimes help preserve a vehicle from the wear and tear associated with daily driving. For project car enthusiasts, the opportunity to revive a classic that has been tucked away for years can be part of the appeal. The Fairlane's simple engineering is another advantage. Early 1960s Fords are generally known for their straightforward mechanical design, making them relatively approachable for hobbyists who enjoy performing their own repairs and restoration work. Parts availability for many Fairlane components remains fairly good, and there is still a strong community of Ford enthusiasts who continue to support these cars. I believe the greatest strength of this 1962 Ford Fairlane is its potential. Rather than paying a premium for a fully restored example, a buyer has the opportunity to build the car according to their own vision. Whether the goal is a factory-correct restoration, a comfortable weekend cruiser, or even a period-inspired custom build, the Fairlane provides a versatile starting point. At an asking price of $5,000, this 1962 Ford Fairlane appears to be positioned as an affordable classic project. The clean title, reportedly problem-free condition, and long-term storage history make it an interesting option for collectors and hobbyists who appreciate the understated charm of early 1960s American automobiles and are willing to invest the time needed to bring a vintage Ford back onto the road. Number 7. The 1978 Ford Thunderbird Diamond Jubilee Edition. Few personal luxury cars represent the style and excess of the late 1970s quite like the 1978 Ford Thunderbird Diamond Jubilee Edition. Created to celebrate Ford's 75th anniversary, this special edition Thunderbird was one of the most luxurious and distinctive models the company had ever produced, and it remains a favorite among collectors who appreciate classic American comfort and design. This particular example is finished in diamond blue metallic with a matching blue interior, creating a striking monochromatic appearance that perfectly captures the era. The car also features a vinyl roof covering, opera windows, accent stripes, and color-keyed trim pieces that give it an unmistakably upscale presence on the road. Power comes from Ford's reliable 351 Windsor V8 engine paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission. While this Thunderbird was designed more for smooth cruising than outright performance, it delivers the comfortable driving experience that luxury car buyers expected in the late 1970s. According to the seller, the car has had only one owner and shows approximately 52,000 miles. Inside, the luxury continues with blue biscuit-stitched cloth upholstery, power windows, power door locks, a power-adjustable driver's seat, power steering, and power front disc brakes. Additional premium touches include an analog clock and the unique 22-karat gold-finished owner nameplate that was exclusive to the Diamond Jubilee Edition. The seller notes that the air conditioning is currently not working, but the vehicle is otherwise described as being in good condition with a clean title and no significant known issues. With an asking price of $8,000 or best offer, this 1978 Ford Thunderbird Diamond Jubilee Edition offers a rare opportunity to own a special piece of Ford history. For enthusiasts who appreciate classic American luxury, distinctive styling, and limited production anniversary models, this Thunderbird delivers a lot of character and nostalgia for the money. Number 8. The 1968 Plymouth Sport Fury. In my opinion, this is one of those classic mopars that often flies under the radar, yet offers a fantastic blend of muscle car performance, full-size comfort, and unmistakable late 1960s styling. For enthusiasts looking for something different from the usual Roadrunner or GTX, the Sport Fury can be an appealing alternative. This particular example is finished in a distinctive gold exterior paired with a green interior, giving it a unique period-correct appearance that stands out from the crowd. According to the seller, the car is powered by a strong-running 383 cubic inch V8 engine mated to an automatic transmission, providing plenty of classic Mopar big block power for cruising or weekend drives. Several performance and drivability upgrades have been added to enhance the overall experience. The engine features an aluminum intake manifold topped with a Holley carburetor, along with Mopar performance valve covers that add a nice touch under the hood. Cooling is handled by an aluminum radiator equipped with electric fans, helping the car stay comfortable even during warm weather driving. The exhaust system has also received attention, featuring headers connected to a new aluminum dual exhaust setup with electric cutouts. This allows the driver to enjoy a more aggressive exhaust note whenever desired. Additional upgrades include air shocks, power steering, and power brakes, while four-wheel disc brakes provide improved stopping power compared to many classic cars of the era. The seller describes the Plymouth as a clean classic muscle car that is ready to drive and enjoy immediately. That's something I always like to hear because it means the next owner can spend more time on the road and less time in the garage. With its powerful 383 V8, upgraded components, and distinctive styling, this 1968 Plymouth Sport Fury offers a unique opportunity to own a well-sorted Mopar that stands apart from the more commonly seen muscle cars. Offered at $37,500, this Sport Fury could be an excellent choice for collectors and enthusiasts seeking a comfortable cruiser with classic big block performance and plenty of vintage character. Number 9. The 1961 Cadillac Deville. Few American luxury cars capture the elegance and optimism of the early 1960s quite like the 1961 Cadillac Deville. With its dramatic tail fins, distinctive styling, and unmistakable road presence, this Cadillac represents an era when bigger truly meant better. Located in Paola, Kansas, this Deville is being offered as a very nice, well-preserved example that appears to have retained much of its originality over the years. The seller states that the car shows approximately 61,000 miles on the odometer and was told by a previous owner that the mileage was original. While the seller cannot personally verify that claim, the overall condition of the vehicle seems to support the possibility. According to the listing, the car is exceptionally clean and remains largely original in nearly every aspect. What makes this Cadillac especially appealing is its authenticity. Many classic luxury cars have undergone extensive modifications or restorations throughout their lives, but this example is described as retaining the character and features that made it special when it first left the factory more than 6 decades ago. For collectors and enthusiasts alike, originality is often one of the most desirable qualities a vintage vehicle can possess. The 1961 model year is particularly significant in Cadillac history, featuring a refined design that balanced luxury and performance while showcasing some of the most recognizable styling cues of the era. From its elegant body lines to its commanding presence on the road, the Deville remains a symbol of American automotive excellence. Priced at $22,500, this Cadillac offers an opportunity to own a classic luxury cruiser that appears to have been well cared for throughout its life. In my opinion, for someone looking to experience the charm, comfort, and prestige of a true American icon, this 1961 Cadillac Deville deserves serious consideration. Number 10. The 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Salon. This 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Salon represents a rare opportunity to own a remarkably original example of one of the most recognizable American personal luxury cars of the 1980s. Listed in Williamston, Michigan, for $17,000, this Cutlass has remained with its original owner since new, a detail that immediately adds to its appeal among collectors and enthusiasts who value documented ownership history and originality. According to the seller, the car has been stored during the winter months throughout its life, helping to preserve its condition and protect it from the harsh effects of snow, road salt, and seasonal weather. Even more impressive is the claim that the vehicle remains all original, a feature that is becoming increasingly difficult to find as many surviving examples have been modified, restored, or altered over the years. The Cutlass Salon was one of Oldsmobile's most popular models during the mid-1980s, offering a comfortable ride, distinctive styling, and the dependable engineering that helped make the Cutlass name one of the best-selling automotive brands of its era. Original examples like this often attract attention from collectors who appreciate authentic survivor vehicles that have been carefully preserved rather than extensively restored. In my opinion, the combination of single-owner history, winter storage, and original condition makes this 1986 Oldsmobile Cutlass Salon particularly desirable. For collectors seeking a well-preserved piece of 1980s American automotive history, this Michigan-based example appears to be a standout candidate that has been cared for throughout its life and maintained much as it left the factory nearly 4 decades ago. Number 11. The 1978 Mercury Grand Marquis Coupe. This 1978 Mercury Grand Marquis Coupe is the kind of full-size American luxury cruiser that has become increasingly rare to find in largely original condition. While many personal luxury cars from the late 1970s have either disappeared from the roads or undergone extensive modifications, this example appears to have retained much of its original character while remaining a running and driving survivor. Finished in white with a striking red interior, the car presents the bold styling and unmistakable presence that defined Ford Motor Company's premium offerings during the era. The Grand Marquis was designed to deliver a comfortable and refined driving experience, offering buyers a larger and more upscale alternative to many mainstream sedans and coupes of the time. Even today, these cars stand out for their substantial size, elegant styling cues, and smooth highway manners. One of the most impressive features of this Mercury is what lies under the hood. Power comes from a massive 7.5-liter, 460 cubic inch V8 engine, one of the largest passenger car engines available in American production vehicles during the late 1970s. Enthusiasts often appreciate the 460 for its abundant torque, effortless cruising ability, and reputation for durability. In a vehicle like the Grand Marquis, this engine was built less for outright performance and more for delivering smooth, effortless power on long drives. According to the seller, most of the car remains original, which is a significant selling point in today's collector car market. While some interior components have been replaced over the years, including the carpeting, audio system, and door panels, the vehicle still appears to retain much of its factory identity. Finding a nearly original survivor from this period is becoming increasingly difficult, especially one that continues to run and drive. With approximately 100,000 miles showing on the odometer, this Mercury appears to have been used and enjoyed rather than hidden away. For many collectors, a well-maintained driver can be more appealing than a vehicle that has spent decades sitting and used. The seller also notes that the car comes with a clean title in hand, adding another positive aspect for potential buyers. I believe the greatest strength of this Grand Marquis is its uniqueness. The market is filled with Mustangs, Camaros, and other mainstream classics, but far fewer examples of late 1970s Mercury luxury coupes remain available. Its combination of survivor status, big block V8 power, distinctive styling, and original character helps separate it from many other classics in the same price range. At an asking price of $7,000, this 1978 Mercury Grand Marquis Coupe appears to offer a lot of classic American metal for the money. Between the legendary 460 V8, the eye-catching white and red color combination, the mostly original condition, and the clean title, this Mercury could be an attractive option for collectors seeking a comfortable weekend cruiser or a unique piece of late 1970s automotive history. Number 12. The 1972 Pontiac Grand Prix SE Coupe. The 1972 Pontiac Grand Prix represents one of the most stylish personal luxury cars of the muscle car era. With its long hood, distinctive body lines, and premium interior, the Grand Prix successfully blended performance, comfort, and upscale styling into a package that remains highly desirable among classic car enthusiasts today. This particular Grand Prix SE Coupe is finished in gold with a brown interior, a color combination that perfectly reflects the luxury-oriented character of Pontiac's early 1970s lineup. Showing just over 120,000 miles, the car has reportedly been maintained and upgraded extensively, making it far more than just a standard survivor. One of the biggest highlights is the rebuilt engine, which was bored .030 over and fitted with a Howard's camshaft for improved performance. The engine also features a new 4-barrel intake manifold along with a standalone fuel injection system professionally tuned by Power by the Hour LLC. According to the seller, the engine was built by Prentice Repair, and the work was completed by respected engine builder Dustin Akodnicki, who is known for standing behind his craftsmanship. Beyond the engine upgrades, the car has received a substantial amount of recent maintenance. The exhaust system has been replaced from the manifolds all the way back, providing improved reliability and a fresh sound. Additional upgrades include 4 new tires, a new radiator, replacement front and rear coil springs, and a professional wheel alignment. The fuel system has also been completely refreshed with a new fuel tank and supporting components, helping ensure dependable operation. Perhaps most importantly for collectors, the seller states that the car is rust-free, a feature that can be difficult to find on many Midwest classics of this era. Described as running and driving exactly as it should, this 1972 Pontiac Grand Prix SE Coupe offers an appealing combination of classic styling, modern fuel injection technology, and documented mechanical improvements. With an asking price of $16,500, it presents an opportunity to own a well-sorted Pontiac that is ready to be enjoyed on the road rather than immediately requiring restoration work. Number 13. The 1970 Dodge Superbee. In my opinion, this is the kind of classic Mopar build that appeals to enthusiasts who want the aggressive look and performance of a muscle car without having to spend years restoring one themselves. According to the seller, virtually every component on this Superbee has been rebuilt, replaced, or upgraded, making it a turnkey classic that's ready to enjoy. Finished in eye-catching B5 blue with a flat clear finish, this Superbee has a bold and purposeful appearance. Originally equipped with air conditioning and an automatic transmission, the car has been transformed into a more performance-oriented machine featuring a pistol-grip 4-speed manual transmission and an AC delete setup. The side marker lights have also been removed, giving the car a cleaner and more customized look. Under the hood sits a rebuilt 383 cubic inch V8 engine paired with a rebuilt 4-speed transmission. The drivetrain has been thoroughly refreshed with a new clutch assembly, pressure plate, and bearing. The rear end features new bearings and seals along with a 3.23 Sure grip differential, providing an excellent balance between highway cruising and spirited driving. Performance upgrades continue with high-performance exhaust manifolds feeding a TT 2.5-inch exhaust system, delivering the unmistakable sound that Mopar fans love. The suspension and steering systems have received significant attention as well. New Moog suspension and steering components are complemented by QA1 upper control arms, reinforced lower control arms, and KYB shocks, helping improve both handling and ride quality. American racing wheels measuring 18 by 10 in the rear and 18 by 8 in the front are wrapped in new tires, giving the car an aggressive stance while enhancing road manners. Inside, nearly everything has been replaced or restored. The cabin features a Dakota digital instrument cluster, all new wiring with an updated fuse box, fresh headliner, carpet, sound insulation, legendary interior components, headrests, door panels, and a retro sound stereo system paired with 5 speakers. Even the window tracks have been rebuilt, showing the level of detail invested throughout the restoration. The braking system has also been completely renewed, featuring front disc brakes and rear drum brakes. Additional upgrades include a new fuel tank, sending unit, fuel lines, rebuilt wiper motor, new OMG windshield, and modern LED lighting throughout. Smoked headlights add a contemporary touch while maintaining the car's muscular appearance. One detail that stands out to me is the seller's emphasis on documentation and authenticity. The car retains a matching VIN tag, fender tag, and door plate, providing confidence in its identity and history. For Mopar enthusiasts searching for a thoroughly restored and extensively upgraded muscle car, this 1970 Dodge Superbee represents a compelling opportunity. With an asking price of $44,500, it offers the chance to own a highly desirable Mopar that combines classic muscle car heritage with modern drivability, reliability, and attention to detail. Number 14. The 1974 Mercury Montego MX Brougham. The 1974 Mercury Montego MX Brougham is one of those overlooked classics that deserves far more attention than it typically receives. While many enthusiasts focus on the muscle cars of the era, full-size luxury cruisers like this Montego offer a unique combination of comfort, style, and V8 power that perfectly captures the spirit of 1970s American motoring. This particular example is being offered by a dealership in Greenfield, Iowa, and stands out thanks to its remarkably low mileage. According to the listing, the car has traveled just 42,000 original miles since new, an impressive figure for a vehicle that is now more than 5 decades old. Finished in blue with a matching blue interior, the Montego presents a classic color combination that reflects the luxury-oriented design of the period. Under the hood sits Ford's legendary 460 cubic inch V8 engine, a power plant known for its smooth performance, abundant torque, and effortless highway cruising ability. Paired with an automatic transmission, this Montego was built to provide a comfortable and relaxed driving experience, whether traveling across town or covering long distances on the open road. The seller states that the car runs and drives perfectly, suggesting that it remains in excellent mechanical condition. Just as impressive is the interior, which is described as extremely clean with no rips or tears. Finding a largely preserved 1970s interior in this condition is becoming increasingly difficult, making this Montego especially attractive to collectors who appreciate originality and proper care. With a clean title, no reported significant damage, and an asking price of $15,000, this 1974 Mercury Montego MX Brougham represents an affordable entry into the world of classic American luxury cars. In my opinion, it offers tremendous value for anyone seeking a comfortable, low-mileage vintage cruiser powered by one of Ford's most respected big-block V8 engines. Number 15. The 1982 Lincoln Continental. This 1982 Lincoln Continental presents an affordable entry point into classic American luxury car ownership for someone willing to take on a mechanical project. Located in Berwyn, Illinois, and listed for just $1,000, this full-size luxury sedan offers the distinctive styling, comfort, and road presence that made Lincoln one of America's premier luxury brands during the early 1980s. Finished in gold and showing 168,546 miles, this Continental is equipped with an automatic transmission and is being sold as a mechanic special. According to the seller, the vehicle needs a carburetor, a tune-up, and brake work before it can be considered road-ready. The seller also notes that the car must currently be started manually, indicating that additional mechanical attention may be required. Because of these issues, this Lincoln is best suited for an experienced hobbyist, mechanic, or enthusiast looking for an inexpensive restoration project. Despite its mechanical needs, the car offers significant potential. The 1982 Continental was known for its spacious interior, smooth ride quality, and traditional luxury features that reflected Lincoln's commitment to comfort and refinement. Vehicles from this era are becoming increasingly uncommon, and finding one at such a low asking price may appeal to buyers who enjoy bringing neglected classics back to life. In my opinion, this Lincoln should be viewed as a restoration or repair project rather than a turnkey driver. However, for someone with the skills, tools, and patience to address its mechanical issues, it could become a rewarding classic luxury car at a fraction of the cost of more fully restored examples. At only $1,000, it offers an opportunity to own a piece of early 1980s American automotive history while leaving plenty of room in the budget for repairs and improvements.